Television Dude here, and I'm doing this open tag that Crow 111 did, and it's not even his tag, someone else did the tag. Someone who I don't think I'm even subscribed to, but that's cool. And I hope I can get all this in 10 minutes, because I got a lot of props here. and a lot of rambling on to do. So we should get started here. As you can see, you're looking at a new view now. I had to rearrange everything, because WrestleMania is coming up, everybody's coming over. I had to rearrange the furniture here. So let's see. I wrote all this down on my cheat sheet here. Out of the 4 major old-school game console companies, Odyssey, Atari, Intellivision, and Coleco, which one would you like to see get back in the console market? Now, you know I had to pick Intellivision, but I do have some real reasons why I'm going to pick the Intellivision. Like what Crow 111 said, he picked the ColecoVision, which there's nothing wrong with that. The ColecoVision was a very powerful machine, probably more powerful than this thing here. But personally, I don't know if the ColecoVision was used to its potential. But then again, maybe they could get to that potential if they were out there in the market today. But this thing, while not as powerful, was used to its potential. I mean, just look at some of the later games, like the chip shot golf that I reviewed recently, where you could design your own courses. Or the Slam Dunk Super Pro Basketball, where the players had stats, and they even performed to how their stats were. I mean, those were some advanced games that were out, and those games came out when the NES was on the market. So that tells you something right there. And most of those games were designed by the Blue Sky Rangers, a real close-knit team of programmers. Looked like they all got together, had a lot of fun programming too. So, that's my answer. And for all you out there who don't know, this year is the 30th anniversary of the original Intellivision. And just a couple months ago, the Blue Sky Rangers all got together and had themselves a little party. And I think I'm going to show you some of that stuff too. I'm going to put some links on the sidebar that I hope some of you check out. A couple links of the Sky Rangers, one of them reuniting. It's really, really cool stuff. So I hope you guys check those links out. Now let's see, I'm going to get to these time permitting, so if I don't have time I might have to skip one of them. If you had to pick any movie to be made into a good game, oh man, I couldn't pick just one movie. I had to pick like 10. Some of these might have been made into movies and I just don't know it. We'll start with Time Bandits. I don't know if anybody's seen that, but they're traveling through time. The little guys are trying to make money, but the kid's just trying to get home. But that would be a great time traveling movie to be made into the game. Oh, don't laugh at some of these. Pee-wee's Big Adventure. Just imagine the fun of a game of Pee-wee trying to get his bike back and all the misadventures. I mean, it could be real cheesy and kids-like, but it could be funny as hell. Now this was my original choice. All my life I wanted to see a Clash of the Titans video game with mythology and stuff, and there probably has been games made like that since. And there's actually probably one right behind me. Let's see if I can't grab it real quick. Good thing these games are right here in the living room. Now this was my dream come true. This was close to the Clash of the Titans. Herc's Adventures. A lot of mythology. Had Medusa in it. Zeus in it. I mean, that's as close as I've played to a good mythology game. With some fun involved as well. Or how about Bruce Lee's Enter the Dragon? Has there been a good Bruce Lee game out there? I'm sure there's been Bruce Lee games, but has there been a good one? And I know there has been Goonie games, but there really hasn't been a good one. There hasn't been one that really faithfully represents the movie. A bunch of kids and they're trying to solve mysteries and traps and things, trying to find the hidden treasure, find the ship and the treasure. I mean, there's probably games out there like it, but I don't know if there's really one like the Goonies though. What about Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory? Just imagine what they could do with the game if it's not already been made. Because I know you've seen the movie and all the adventures and all the colorful animations and stuff. Animation, well, there's not really animation, but you know what I mean. There's a lot of potential with that game. Or some comedy movies. These would be great. National Lampoon's Vacation. Just imagine yourself traveling cross country, trying to get yourself to Wally World, and all the misadventures along the way. A lot of potential. Could be blast. What about This Is Spinal Tap? I bet they could have some fun with that one. Trying to think. I don't know what the potential would be, but it could be a lot of fun just because it's funny. How about Holy Grail? Come on! That would be a blast as a game if it's not already out there. The goofiness and the craziness. I mean, the potential is totally unlimited with this one. And one of my favorite movies of all time, Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Not sure if there's a game out there. There's been a lot of Western games, especially in the past, like Sunset Riders and stuff, but has there been a good Western movie out there? That would make a great video game. Okay. What 3 NES games would you like to see remade and why with today's technology? Let's see. I actually picked 4. I wasn't sure if any of these had been remade. Most of the games I had have been remade in some way or another. First one was Dodgeball. I think they re-released this, or kind of remade it for the DS recently, didn't they? But I heard it wasn't that good. I bet that would be kind of fun if they put some Wii graphics in there, if it hasn't already been made. About Kung Fu. Technically, you could say any Kung Fu game is a sequel to Kung Fu, but that'd be kind of cool with today's graphics. See, I could have picked something like Ice Hockey, but I was thinking, you know, any hockey game could be considered the sequel. What about Karnov? Great arcade game. Sure, you shouldn't mess with a classic, but that could be fun if it was remade. And Solar Jetman. If you've played that game, that would be kind of cool with today's technology. But there's probably a bunch of games out there that are similar. Let's see. Of all the video game heroes got into a giant battle royal, what 3 heroes would remain standing and who would win? I'm going to skip this one kind of sort of and just say Mario from the Paper Mario game. Not just Mario in general, but Mario from this game. If you ever played this game and know what kind of enemies he can take down, big old dragons just by jumping, all the powers and badges and things. There's even a level where he goes through all goes through like a battle royal type thing, kind of like a Mortal Kombat tournament style. Didn't even say that right. Tournament style. I guess that's my answer. I don't have a good one for that one. Let's see. What would you think would make a good MMO? I actually didn't know what an MMO was. I had to look it up on the internet. I'm serious. I guess it stands for Massively Multiplayer Online Game. But I want to share some funny things with you as well. I looked this up on Wikipedia. MMO also stands for Marine Mammal Observer. Also stands for Means, Motive, and Opportunity. Melton Mowbray Railway Station, which is in England for my English subscribers. Methane Monoxygenocide or genase or whatever. I guess that's like something bad. Minimum municipal obligation. Mixed metal oxide. And finally, maximum Mach number, which is the limit shown on a Mach meter. Hey, I think it also should stand for Mixed Martial Oats and Mickey Mouse Owns. I know. I can feel the tomatoes hitting me in the face already. Let's see. But I guess what would make a good massively multiplayer online game would be if they remade or even just updated No Mercy. Sure, there's wrestling games on the PS2 and the PS3 that there probably are online multiplayer games, but they just don't match the fun the fun of No Mercy and the style of No Mercy. That was a wrestling game ahead of its time, and wrestling games today are still compared to No Mercy. So before this tag is over, there's two announcements here. I want to give a shout out to a new YouTuber I recently ran across. His name is N64 Slayer. He's only got 4 videos. He's just starting out, but I see a lot of potential with his channel. I see it going places, and I'll put a link to that in the sidebar as well. And I want to tell TechRomancer1 that I will try my best to get to those IntelliVoice games soon. Probably not today. I still have a lot of stuff I got to do around the house today. I got to get this place cleaned up a little bit for WrestleMania. And every Wednesday night I go to the local wrestling show. So today's a busy day for me. But I'll try my best, maybe tomorrow. So thanks for watching. And I'm not tagging anybody.